Hi everyone, and welcome back to Fleecimals Friday. I'm Michelle, and in today's video, we're going to do some Dollar Tree DIYs for Christmas time. I know, Thanksgiving was yesterday. Yeah. We're going to do Christmas. All right, let's get into it. For our first DIY, I found these gold wreath rings in the garden section at Dollar Tree, and I thought it would be perfect to make the medium size into my first Christmas wreath of the season. Of course, I picked up some of Dollar Tree's garland, and I used about 3 feet of it for this DIY. By wrapping it around the bottom, I hot glued it just to stabilize it in place, and then I wrapped it halfway around the wreath form and then back again to thicken it up. I also picked up some of these anodized metal words, which are perfect for Christmas DIYs. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do peace or joy at first, but settled in on joy. I gave it a quick scuff sand in order to get the metal prepped for a quick coat of red paint. I just used acrylic paint because I wanted the metal to shine through just a little bit. I'm now just placing some different picks around the wreath base. Dollar Tree has really great Christmas picks for either decorating your Christmas tree or DIYs in general. I like to place things before hot gluing in order to get a good idea of how the layout is going to be. I also knew I wanted to use these really pretty sparkly poinsettias that I found and didn't quite match the joy in the same tone of red, so I opted for adding this small flocked Christmas tree to the center, and you'll see how I used the joy at the end. I had a few of these extra little foam balls laying around after the DIY, so I decided to use them decorating the garland on the sides. And this is the final wreath. I hung the joy using the same fishing line that I used to hang it on the wall. Since today is Black Friday, we are having a Christmas sale, which includes some of our best sellers like our manta ray heat pads, our hand warmers, our jellyfish keychain, makeup wipes, and lots more. So hit the link in the description if you want to shop. This is one day only to support our small business. For this next DIY, I was inspired by another YouTuber, Bargain Bethany. She has done this type of DIY before, and I just wanted to give my shot at it. So this is taking one of Dollar Tree's little Christmas village houses and turning it into my own gingerbread house. I started by sanding it and then giving it a few coats of acrylic paint. I ended up switching to a lighter brown after a coat or two. Now, this could be a lot faster if you use spray paint, but it was cold outside, and so I decided on acrylic. To give my gingerbread house a little bit more depth and make it look like it was baked in the oven, I dry brushed with a slightly darker brown to give it that yummy baked look. I then reassembled my gingerbread house. I did take it apart for sanding and painting purposes, and I just used some hot glue to attach it all together. I then took a thick white paint and started outlining all of the edges at the top to mimic frosting.
And this is painting over the hot glue that I had attached to the roof with. And I realized that that looked really good and looks like real frosting. So I went along all the seams that you would when you assemble a real gingerbread house with a little extra hot glue and puffed it out and then painted over those edges. There were some snowy patches already built into the roof, so I mimicked that and added a lot of this thick paint and kind of blobbed it on as if it were frosting. The fun part about this project is you don't have to make it perfect, and you can kind of imagine yourself doing a real gingerbread house and knowing that I'm not good with frosting, so this gingerbread house shouldn't be either. It did take a little while to add all of the details, but it was definitely a relaxing process. And in the end, I actually added some faux gumdrops along the edges as well. I think this was such a blast, and I'm very thankful for Bethany for thinking of it. For our final craft, I decided to decorate this MDF snow globe. I've already painted it, and I gathered up all my supplies that I'm going to use. And as I unwrap this garland, I'll show you what it looked like before. I kept the Merry Christmas and Santa on one side, and I took off the twine that was wrapped around it, and I painted the back. I love being able to use a decor piece for multiple reasons, and using the front versus the back is a great way to do that. I used both garland and this really pretty pick from Dollar Tree to create a little forest scene. And you can honestly just have fun with this and add whatever kind of decorations or drawings that you want. I took my scissors and trimmed down and angled this garland piece that I was using to make it look like a little evergreen tree. And the brown pick that I was using already looked like tiny little forest trees covered in ice. After hot gluing everything into place, I took one of these scrap pieces of this branch that I had and realized that it had some extra little icicle pieces and it would be perfect to spread around my snow globe. I carefully picked them off and then glued them on one by one around the white area and the evergreen tree, and I think this really adds a cute little snow globe touch. To finish it off, I added one of these felt snowflakes that the Dollar Tree has, and this is how the final piece looks.
We hope you enjoyed this Fleecimals Friday video. If you did, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment on which one was your favorite down below, and be sure to send this video to a family member or friend. And if you do enjoy our videos and want to be notified for the next one, be sure to hit the subscribe button and that little bell so you can be notified when we do our next video, which is customizing these little guys. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye! Our hand warmers. Pause, cut this all out. Okay.
My God, Michelle. This is a terrible ad.
Our jellyfish keychain